Hello, everybody. It's 5 p.m. here on the West Coast as we webcast to you live from Los Angeles, California. I want to say hello to everyone that's in our chat room with us today. We are Mark's Place Live. My name is Mark Wesley Curran, and I'm a singer-songwriter, originally from the East Coast, from Philadelphia area, right outside of Philadelphia, and would like to say hello to all of our friends that are with us here tonight from all over the world. We have our friends from we have quite a few states with us, and we have people from the Philippines are with us, and we have a lot of good friends with us here from California, Pennsylvania, and we have a few folks here from Texas. So we're going to reach out and say hello to each and every one of you. But before we do, I would like to start off with, we are doing all original music here. So what we do here on Mark's Place Live is I do all original music, acoustic, country, easy listening, folk, Americana type music, and I do 100% original stuff. So you'll be able to hear some of my original songs, as well as we have a few announcements coming up that are very exciting. And we've got a couple of prize giveaways we're going to be doing at the halfway point, halfway through the hour at the 30 mark. We're going to be doing some prize giveaways. So without any further ado, I'd like to do a song for you that I wrote called Good Time Lovin' Song. I can see it in your eyes, you're crying. Somewhere deep within your heart, you're lying. Don't you see that it's worth a trying? The world ain't gonna end. Don't let them tell you it'll never be right. Here to tell you that I've seen the light. Come a little closer, let me hold you so tight. Don't give up the fight. And if you're feeling like you're always low, feels much better when you come to know we can make it better. Now let it be known in this good time loving song. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on out, girl, the stars are so bright. We're feeling better and you're looking so right. You come to know it when you've seen the light. The love begins to shine. It won't be long before the dawn is coming, with on the guitars and they're always strumming. Steady glow and your heart is pumping. It's gonna feel so right. Try a little love and let it all go free. The angels hear it when you speak to me. Something happening in the air tonight, in this good time loving song. Try a little love and let it all go free. The angels hear it when you speak to me. There's something happening in the air tonight, in this good time loving song. Ooh, 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 yeah. If you're feeling like you're always low, gets much better when you come to know we can make it better. Now let it be known in this good time loving song. Ooh, this good time loving song. In this good time loving song. In this good time loving song. Yes, indeed. That was an original song called, well, believe it or not, it was called Good Time Lovin' Song. And yes, written, probably about 6 years ago. Some of the songs you're going to hear tonight that I'm going to share with you are songs that I've written over the years. And we're going to do a couple of new ones, brand new ones for you as well. And each and every month, we're going to be bringing you on Thursday nights here at Mark's Place Live. Going to be bringing you brand new music in the country pop, country rock vein. And so if you like that kind of stuff, we welcome you here, and we would love to have you tell your friends and family and other folks, anybody that you know, if you see somebody on the street, just kind of pull them over and say, hey, I know this place called Mark's Place Live, and I want to go see these guys. I want you to go see him. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we would like to say hello to Chriselle from Pennsylvania. She is here with us, Chriselle Dutton. We have Jamie Reyes. Hey, Jamie is here. Jamie is here from the Philippines. Jamie also gets a free spin on the Marquee Prize Wheel, which is coming up in a little bit. We have Libby Sue Neal. Thank you so much for that compliment, Libby Sue Neal. That's good music. Well, thank you so much. Luke Flowers is here, my very good friends. Luke is here, Connie, and we have my friend Joe Finfera is here, who played a part in a movie that I wrote, produced, and directed last year called Hoodman. That is Joe. Joe Finfera is here. Hey, Joe, thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. We always love the support of friends and community and family as they come in. We have Connie Scala from Pennsylvania originally, but she's now in Florida. Hi, Connie. How are you? All right. Can always count on Connie to come in. We have Tina here from the Philippines as well. Tina, are you still with us? And we'd also like to say hello to our very good friend and moderator, Mr. Steven Shapiro. Let's have a nice big round of applause for Steven Shapiro. Yeah, Steve. He is our trusty moderator, and he's going to keep everybody in line here today. If people get out of hand, we call him the hammer. If anybody gets out of hand, he comes he comes down on them hard like a hammer. Yes, that's Steve. Steve the Hammer. The Hammer, baby. And, okay. Very nice, very nice. All right, so what we're going to do is a couple more songs. How's that? I'd like to do a tune that I wrote just recently. Well, actually, no. This one is not that recent. This is about a year old. So compared to some of these, those are golden oldies compared to this one, though. All right, hang tight, folks. This is called "Ain't No Denying." There ain't no denying the argument's insane. I'll say the sun is shining, then you say it's rain. You know you're driving me crazy, and we have run aground. So it seems we're going in circles round and round. I'm gonna get in the car and stop driving. I gotta get away from this town. Gotta find a new horizon. There ain't no denying where I'm bound. Ain't no denying, oh, where I'm bound. Oh, where I'm bound. There's no sense in crying, that won't work no more. There ain't no more trying from all that's gone before. All you speak is madness, and you know it makes no sense. And I'm so tired of fighting, I'm dropping my defense. I'm gonna get in the car and stop driving. I gotta get away from this town to find a new horizon. There ain't no denying where I'm bound. Oh, there ain't no denying where I'm, oh, where I'm bound. No, 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 there. Luke. Your turn, Joe. Air guitar. Oh yeah, yeah. Ain't no denying I'm gonna get in the car and start driving. I gotta get away from this town. Gotta find a new horizon. There ain't no denying where I'm bound. Where I'm bound. Oh, where I'm bound. Oh, baby, where I'm bound. Ain't no denying where I am bound. Well, thank you. Wow, we have a very enthusiastic studio audience here tonight. Well, it's morning actually in the Philippines right now. We want to welcome all of our good friends from the Philippines. It is 8 a.m. in the morning there right now. We want to say from Bangkok, Philippines, Kuya Jimmy and Jerome are here. Kelly is in Singapore, which I believe is also in the same time zone. Probably very early in the morning right now over there. So hello, all of our friends. Good morning, Philippines. Magandang umaga. Wake up. And what else do we have here? We have Ezra, Ming, Arcee, and John. Wow, from Bangkok. Yes, we want to say hello to all of you guys. And of course, if you have any requests, just keep them to yourself because we don't do them. Which is because all we do on this show is original stuff. And the reason for that, of course, is that Facebook has this thing where if you record other people's music, they hit you with a copyright notice. It's called a takedown notice, and then they take your stream down, and then they give you 3 warnings, and then boom, you're out. And they'll cut your channel completely. So we don't want to do that. And plus, it gives me a good excuse to share with you some of these original songs because I have so many, and I hope that you will enjoy them as well. So let's take a look and see who we have with us in our fabulous chat room. Rochi is with us. We have Corlina is here from Salt Lake City. Hello, Corlina. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We have Bella. Well, we said hello to Belly, but we have to say hello to Bella again. Hello, sweetheart. We love you. You're the cutest one here, by the way. You're the cutest girl in the room. But don't tell anybody. I don't want that to get out. Oh, you know what, though? You have some competition because Patricia's here. So I don't know. You guys are gonna have to fight that one out. I'm not gonna pull any favorites here because Luke's here and he might get upset. But anyway, hello, Patricia. Hello, how are you? Patricia from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my old stomping grounds. And we have any other folks here with us from the great state, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania? I know, Connie, you're originally from there. And but you skedaddled out of there, didn't you? You headed to Florida. Is Florida better than Pennsylvania, do you think? It's probably a lot better in the winter, I can tell you that. That's for sure. But we want to thank all you folks for being here and checking out our stream. We are here every Thursday evening at 5 p.m. California time. And, of course, on the East Coast, that's 8 p.m. And this is a really nice thing for us to do. Really fun because we get a chance to have kind of a sense of community during this kind of lockdown period. But we hope that when the lockdown is over and the masks come off, that you will continue to be here. Because I'm going to do this every week. This is my thank you to you for being out there and helping me share my music with the world. So. And speaking of sharing my music with the world, I have an announcement. For those of you who don't know this and I haven't hammered it home enough already, I have a new single coming out next week. It's coming out on October 1st. And October 1st falls next Thursday. I'm going to be debuting that song, the video for that song, the recorded version of that song, the one that I recorded in Nashville. right here on Mark's Place Live, and then thereafter it's going to go out to Spotify and all the online places, online radio stations and such, and I'll let you know how you can get a free download of that song, as well as have a copy of the video for your own perusal. However, I'm going to be actually playing the video on Mark's Place Live. We'll be able to, the screen here will go away, and we'll actually have the full-size video and the music playing and everything. It's going to be so darned exciting, you're just going to come out of your skin. So, speaking of more music, let's make this happen. This is a song called Whiskey River. This was from my From the Heart CD, and for those of you who don't have this non-award-winning CD, this is an amazing piece of work. This I did back in 2005, and this has got some great songs on it, and I'm going to play one for you right now from my CD. And now they don't, are they CDs now? No, they call them albums. I don't know. Oh, my hat keeps bumping into the microphone. Do you guys like my new hat? I bought this new hat on Amazon, and I really like it, but it's really hard, and I keep bumping into the mic with it, Okay, so we're gonna do a song called Whiskey River.
There was a river south as she flew, a lady clever and true. Somewhere in Utah, just north of no place, she took a man that I knew. He was a good soul, yes it was said, kindness to strangers and foes. One day he challenged the river, onward the way that it flows. Oh, while you are young, see all the ghosts of a hum. When the river she makes a demand, drowning you on dry land. Roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on, Whiskey River, taking the sun with the rain. Flow on, Whiskey River, taking the proud and the vain. Dee, 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 dee. You know the water claims every soul, so don't you think of escape. Should you try to outrun the river, you're gonna find it's too late. So I leave you with this fair warning, you might not hear it is true. Oh, now the river calls for her answer, you hear her calling for you. Oh, while you are young, see all the ghosts of a hum. When the river she makes her demand, will you be there to hold out your hand? Roll on, roll on, roll on, roll on, Whiskey River, taking the sun with the rain. Flow on, Whiskey River, taking the proud and the vain. Dee, 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 dee.
Whiskey River from the Heart, from the Heart CD. Wonderful song, I think. Kind of has a western theme to it, kind of like an old western movie. That was sort of the idea that I had when I wrote it. I wanted it to kind of give us that kind of horsey feel. You know, sometimes you need a song that gives you that kind of horsey feel. Yes, indeed. So who do we have with us right now? We are we are. Who do we have here? Oh, we have from Bulacan. Is it Gian?
Guyane.
Oh, Guyane. Guyane from Bulacan, Philippines. Hello, and hello, Nancy Whitham. And from Oregon. Okay, I've got to go down further in the chat. Nancy Wyndham. Okay, you made it from Oregon. Hello, Nancy. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your being here to help us support Mark's Place Live. Yes, indeed. And we have kind of a nice community here, Nancy. We welcome you. Oh, she's a new member to our little acoustic jam community here to support us as we share with you some of these 100% original acoustic songs. And of course, we have all of our friends. We have Kelly is here from Singapore again, as I mentioned, and we have our good friend Bella, who is here, one of our big supporters. She keeps us going. She gives us the money to keep us going. That's what it is. She contributes a great deal of cash into the coffers to keep this very, very expensive operation alive. And speaking of that, if you folks would like to leave a tip or anything, it's not required, but if you do and you are so inclined, Stephen's going to give you a little tip jar link down there, and if you find the love in your heart to do so, we are most appreciative of that. But again, it is not necessary. If you would also like to visit my website at markwesleycurran.com, you can join my mailing list to keep up on what's happening with all of the latest stuff happening with my songs. And you can visit our store. We have a store where we sell t-shirts and coffee mugs and all that kind of neat stuff. So we are also going to be giving away a couple of prizes, and some of those prizes will be coming from our Mark's Place Live store. So do stick around for that. And we have Ruthina Hensley from Salt Lake City. Hello, Ruthina. And she's new. She's with us. Hello. Welcome. We love having new folks join our community. Betsy Sproger from Washington. Hello, Betsy. How are you? I hope did you just join us? Okay. Have you heard some of the songs yet? Have you heard some of the original songs? I hope you have. But if not, we are going to... Is Paul here? Where's Paul? Is Paul in here? Paul? Are you here, Paul? I don't know. I don't see Paul in the chat. Okay. Well, if Paul's not here... Paul who? Connie, Paul called me earlier, and I couldn't take the call because I was in the middle of setting up for this thing. But he tried to call me, and he tried to call me on a different line, and it's the computer line, and it was just kind of... So anyway, if Paul is here, we'd like to say hello to Paul. And Paul, you have to introduce yourself because I want to tell everybody a little bit about our history. But in the meantime, I'm going to play a song for you called Wanted Man.
Heading out across the land, keep ahead of bounty men. On the move, stay on the run, never stop for anyone. Can't forget the night we shared in Abilene. You said you cared. I couldn't take your hand and confess to you I'm a wanted man. When I think of all the things that I have left behind, running from the lawman's gun, avoiding ties that bind, open up your heart to someone else who can. someone who is not a wanted man. On a dark and dusty night, I got into a deadly fight, left a bleeding man to die. And it was in my own defense I maintained my innocence. In my only moment, he said goodbye. When I think of all those things that I have left behind, running from the lawman's gun, avoiding ties that bind, open up your heart to someone else who can, someone who is not a wanted man. See the ghosts of long dead men, from the hills they cry again, hung for things they did not do. I hear them call me and you. Some men are made to run, that is how the West was won. And if that be my fate, for the rest of all my days I think about her loving ways. But I know that it's too late. Yes, it's now too late. When I think of all those things that I have left behind, running from the lawman's gun, avoiding ties that bind, open up your heart to someone else who can, someone who is not a wanted man. Oh, someone who is not a wanted man. Someone who is not a wanted man.
Wanted man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we have a very excitable studio audience here. Yes, we do. We would like to say hello to Mr. Paul Machete, or a.k.a. Paul Christopher. Paul and I traveled for many years together in a band all across the United States, and Paul was a lead singer for the group and the front man, and did a wonderful job. And Paul today lives in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and our beautiful state of Pennsylvania. He is with us live tonight. Hello, Paul, and welcome, and we're glad you could make it. We also have Rosemary Fallon is here. Hello, Rosemary. Rosemary Fallon is also a singer-songwriter. She's working on a new CD and a video, and she's with us here. She's a wonderful songwriter and singer, and we hope to be hearing very soon from her and some of her new stuff, which is I know is going to be fantastic. And I would like to say hello again to Corlina Hensley, and replying to Ruthina Hensley. Is Ruthina here? Yes, Ruthina and Corlina are here. Now, are you two sisters? Are you two related? Okay. We would also like to say hello to Betsy Sproger from Washington. Nancy Wyndham is here from Oregon. Connie Scala from Pennsylvania, and all of our good friends from from the Philippines. Oh man, it's so great to see you guys all here. Thank you so much for being here on Mark's Place Live. As you know, we're here every Thursday evening at 5 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and bringing you live acoustic country Americana easy listening. The reason why I hesitate a little bit is because, you really can't put a label on the music, because I think it just kind of is what it is. Now, sometimes there's a blues influence, sometimes there's a rock influence. The new single that I'm releasing next week, which I'm going to do right here, you'll hear a rock Bruce Springsteen kind of influence. Bruce Springsteen is a great. So I'm not just influenced by all of the great new country artists out there, like Luke Bryan and Keith Urban and all those guys, but also the older country artists like Kenny Rogers. And Paul and I, we go way back in the band. We played all over the United States, and we used to play all the great country songs, all the great classics. Behind Closed Doors, Charlie Rich, Johnny Cash, and Paul is also an amazing singer. He has an incredible vocal range, and if you get a chance to hear him, Paul, if you want to leave a little link there on your video that you've got. There, I believe you have a video on YouTube about one of the Civil War guys, I think it was, and Paul also has a CD called Millennium Man. If you get a chance to look that up, it's a really good album by Paul Christopher Machete. And Paul, there's no way to really hear you because it's just me talking, but you can type into the little chat box at the bottom there, and then it'll show up on the screen and everybody can read it. And that's how exciting that is. All right, so at any rate, we are now, who else do we have here? We want to say hello to anybody else before we do our prize giveaways? Because we're going to do a couple prize giveaways right now, and we are going to, do we have anyone else here that we need to say hello to before we go on to that? Okay, Paul, we can see your chats. We're good. And we are going to go, okay, yes, Trace Adkins. Oh, really? Yeah, I love Trace Adkins. He's wonderful. He's got that super deep voice. It's wonderful. Is Jerome with us? Is Jerome with us in the Philippines? We wanted to ask if Jerome was here, because we're going to do the drawing, right? Is Jerome here? Jerome, are you with us? Because Jerome gets a free spin on the Marquee wheel. And Rosemary, because they both got the trivia question right last week, and it was, what was Elvis Presley's first single? And I should have said Sun Records, but he actually had his first single on RCA was Heartbreak Hotel, and his first single on Sun was it All Shook Up? Is that what it was? I thought it was Good Rockin' Tonight, but it wasn't. So Jamel was correct, and I didn't let him spin the wheel. I was doing it. Is he with us? No, I don't see it. I don't see him in there. So, but we do have Rosemary here, and Rosemary, we're gonna have you spin the big. We're gonna have you spin the wheel. How's that sound? So let me figure out how to bring that in. And we do have our wheel. Prize wheel. Okay, Stephen, let's bring in the big prize wheel. All right, here we go. All right, wonderful, Stephen. That's incredible. All right, Rosemary. So you're going to get a spin of the prize wheel. Whatever it stops on, you will actually get a prize. Prize will be listed on the wheel. And are you ready to spin the big wheel? Are you ready? Okay, Rosemary, here we go. Let's spin it. Go. All right, here we go. It's going to stop on coffee mug. Rosemary Fallon, you win.
We've got a winner.
A new coffee mug. A Mark's Place Live coffee mug, courtesy of Mark's Place Live. We will be shipping that mug to you, and you will be receiving it. You will receive this fantastic mug. Are we getting any glare off of this? Okay, wait a minute. Gotta turn it this way. Okay, you get a Mark's Place Live coffee mug, an official Mark's Place Live coffee mug. This is you've got when you drink from this cup, you will be drinking from the cup of plenty, and good fortune will follow you always. So we are happy to say, Rosemary Fallon, you are the proud winner of a Mark's Place Live coffee mug. So congratulations. Yes, how exciting is that? Okay, so Jamel should be here pretty soon, and in the meantime, I want to just double check our chat, and let's see where we are. Oh, Jamie. Okay, Jamel is here. All right, Jamel. Since we have the wheel up, why so you got the question. You got the right answer to the question last week, the trivia question on Elvis Presley. So Jerome. Oh, it's Jerome. It's not Jamel.
No.
Okay. All right. I get you guys mixed up. All right, Jerome. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you spin the big wheel. And are you ready to spin it? Okay, put your hand on the wheel. Here we go. Ready and go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. And you get a photo of me.
No, that's picture, right?
No, he gets a Mark's photo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gets an autographed photo of Mark Wesley Curran. And boy, I'm telling you, you are one lucky dude. Yeah, yeah. So,
Give it to Mom.
and you got to give it to Mom. Yeah, you got to give it to Mom. Auntie Ellen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give it to Auntie Ellen because she will cherish it always, and you can always get another one, or you can make a copy of it because it's digital. So, but remember now, if you hang on to that, or Auntie Ellen hangs on to that, that could be worth a lot of money someday. When my songs go big, and I have all these big hits, it's going to be an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what we have to do. All right. I know Steve is saying, get rid of that damn prize wheel, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of the prize wheel. And next week, folks, we are going to do another trivia question, and we're going to spin the big prize wheel once again for you, the listening audience and watching audience, to win incredible prizes. Are they cars? Are they homes? Are they vacations? No, they're not, but they are darn close. Mementos from the Mark's Place Live shop. And so we really hope that, and you're welcome. We're here for you, my friend. Paul would like to let us know the Millennium Man is on Reverb Nation right now. And the Millennium Man had a partner. It was Stephen Paul Liller, who did the arrangements and engineered it. He worked with Paul on he was the collaborator and the co-partner on that recording. So if you guys want to check out Millennium Man, it's on Reverb Nation. And Paul, if there's any other link for it, if it's for sale or anything, let us know, please. You can just put it right here in the bottom section. Okay. Yes. All right, so the big prize wheel and the excitement mounts, folks, as we come closer to mid-show, a little bit after mid-show. We got about 20 more minutes to go with our stream. I want to share another song for you, but the song that I'd like to share with you is actually the acoustic version of the new single, American Dreamers. That we're going to be debuting next week right here. And the music video and the song we're going to be debuting next week right here on Mark's Place Live. So we would like to play this for you right now. This is called American Dreamers.
Came out across the open plain, on horseback, at foot, and wagon train, over the mountain, snow and rain. American dreamers all the same. Hey! lit up the darkness with their light. They built the highways with their might, made it from sea to shining sea. American dreamers set us free. American dreamers, American dreamers made us free. American dreamers, you and me. We'll solve the mysteries of our race, opening boundaries into space. Nothing that we can't do or see. American dreamers, you and me. American dreamers, American dreamers made us free. American dreamers, you and me. American dreamers, American dreamers made us free.
American Dreamers, You and Me, the new single coming out next week. And I think you will be quite pleased with the arrangement of that song, with all of the instruments and everything in it, and the arranger from Nashville who put it together. We would like to say hello to Ate Mami, Pong, Aaron, and Asia, all the way from Anaheim, California. They're here with us today. So let's say hello to them. All the way from Anaheim. My goodness, they've come a long way. We also have, who else do we have in here? Did anybody else join us since we said hello to everybody before? Okay. All right. Well, not a problem. If you are here in our chat room, by the way, we can't see you unless you introduce yourself. And we're a very friendly community here, so we urge you to go ahead and type in your name and where you're from and say hello to everyone. We can give you a shout out. We'd like to say hello to Tina Widman, watching from Levittown, Pennsylvania. Hello, Tina. And she says hi to Steve. Steve, do you know her? Did you get her to come in? Did you pay her money to come in here? All right. We have to bribe people to come here to Mark's Place Live. We pay all of our audience members big money to be here. It's kind of like one of those TV shows, right? Steve said yes. All right. Yeah. Steve said, yeah, I gave her money. How much? You gave her what? Oh, you gave her money? Oh, you gave her $1. Steve said, yeah, I gave her $1. Well, that's okay, I mean, $1's $1, it can go a long way if you're in the right country. Oh my goodness, this is great. We'd like to thank everybody here that's come to visit us in our little chat room here on Mark's Place Live. We're here every Thursday evening at 5 o'clock California time. We would welcome you, and we urge you to let your friends and family know, and anyone that likes this kind of music. We welcome all new people to our community. We're a friendly bunch. All right, I would like to play one of my latest songs, and this is called Feels Like I Am Falling in Love Again. I haven't decided if I'm going to actually record this song or not, but it's kind of a cool song just to play, and I want to share it with you guys. This is called Feels Like I'm Falling in Love Again.
down in the morning, needed to put it all behind. She gave me no warning. That is when she caught me blind. All the plans I had were living in my head. I had to turn around and find that girl instead. Feels like I'm falling in love again. This is my last call. Falling in love again. It's the last time I'm ever gonna fall. Feels like I'm falling in love again. Dee 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 dee. She was standing there waiting, smiling, knowing that she'd won. There in the doorway, knew I had nowhere to run. There in the darkness, that's where she took my hand. She blew out the candle flame and out went all my plans. Feels like I'm falling in love again. This is my last call. Feels like I'm falling in love again. It's the last time I'm ever gonna fall. Feels like I'm falling in love again. Dee 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 dee. Just a couple of weeks later, my new romance unwound. I packed my things up, I drove myself on out of town. And this time I'll make it out, this time I know I can. Before one more calls to start it all again. Feels like I'm falling in love again. This is my last call. Feels like I'm falling in love again. It's the last time I'm ever gonna fall. Feels like falling in love. Feels like I'm falling in love. Feels like falling in love again. Yes, again.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are very generous. Thank you so much. Our studio audience is so excitable today. I think they've been drinking. Are you guys drinking? If you are drinking and you're commingling, you better have your masks on. That's one thing. But all kidding aside about the coronavirus thing, it's been a terribly difficult thing for everyone. And what we like to do here is bring you music that kind of uplift your spirits, because I think music has the power to do that. And I try to write positive, uplifting songs that deliver a positive message, and hopefully those songs hit home and the message reaches you and inspires you in some way, shape, or form. I hope so. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much for that compliment. And who else do we have here? Do we have anybody? Tina, are you still with us from Levittown? I had relatives in Levittown for a while, back in my Pennsylvania days. Levittown's a wonderful place. It's a beautiful place. It was a beautiful place in the 60s, I can tell you that. Growing up, I grew up in southeastern Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia, not that far from Levittown. And I know that is where Paul and I met. My father actually was a manager of a small bar right off of Route 30 on the Lincoln Highway, going out into, where was that? Was in Gap, Pennsylvania, and my father hired a singer named Paul Christopher one day, and he brought home a little 45 record that Paul was selling. And to me now, I was like, I don't know, what was I, about 17? I think I was 17 years old. And this was thrilling for me. The local guy had a record. So, and I filled in for his drummer at my dad's place when his drummer got sick, and then we got along really well, and he liked my playing, and so we ended up, when his drummer decided to move on to other things, Paul hired me, and we went on the road, and we were together for about 6 years, Paul? I think it was about 6 years, and traveled to all kinds of states and had all kinds of great experiences, and met all kinds of really cool people on the road, and it was really wonderful. It was really a wonderful experience. So Betsy Sproger is here. Thank you, Betsy, so much. We appreciate the compliment. Betsy says she's enjoying the music, and I'm quite enjoying playing them for you. Next week we have an exciting thing coming up. Next Thursday I'm going to be debuting the new single that it's coming out, and it's going to be released on radio stations worldwide, and it's called American Dreamers, and that's going to be actually the very first single of my Mark Wesley Curran, I guess you could call it my Mark Wesley Curran career of doing country pop music. And that's going to be the first of 12 singles that we'll be releasing next week. So each month I'll be releasing a new single, and there'll be a music video, one for each. Each and every month we'll be releasing a new song, so that's something to look forward to for sure. And it's all mostly country rock, country pop, folk, Americana type music, but we don't like to put a label on it. It's just good time music that's fun. And Paul says Paul said in the chat that the record that I had that my father brought home, he said it was a terrible record. Paul, I don't think it was a terrible record. I mean, to me, it impressed me because very few local artists and bands had their own records during that time. This is back when, vinyl records, and he had this little 45. And Paul, you told me once when we were traveling, you said the best thing that you ever did was to record a 45 record. And that was one of the best, because it gets your name out there. It puts you out above the rest of the people that are out there playing, because they're not recording. At that time, there weren't that many local artists recording songs and records. So that, to me, that was really cool. And we went on, Paul and I, and several of the band members. We had Gary Stout on bass guitar, and we had John McCullough on keyboards, but we always worked as a trio. So the first incarnation of the Paul Christopher trio was Paul, the three apostles, Paul, Mark, and John. And we recorded an album together, which they were all covers, I think. Paul, were there any originals on that album? Or were they all covers? Okay, who are we saying hello to before we... Do we say hello to the Duttons? Are they here? I don't think they're here. The Duttons, no, the Duttons aren't here.
From Singapore.
Do we say hello to Jamil from Canada?
Yeah.
Is he here? I don't think he is.
Oh, Singapore.
Kelly's here.
Kelly, Singapore.
Yeah, Kelly, but we already said hello to Kelly, but we'll say hello to Kelly again. Hi, Kelly. Kelly is here. Kelly Reyes is here from Singapore. We have lots of family here in the room. From Philippines and Singapore and Canada, and we have folks from all over the United States. So, yes, Stephen, Derry was not mixing the Paul Christopher thing and not mixing the record. We did the record in a recording studio in, was it Mechanicsburg? Paul, did we record that album in Mechanicsburg? Is that what it was? Oh, we have the Duttons here. All right, we have Larry, and give me that. So I know who they are, but it looks better when somebody hands me it, because it looks like we're on a radio station. See, so we like to say hello. I cracked myself up. We like to say hello. It's from Pennsylvania, the Kowalski and Dutton family, Porchai, Timmy, the girls, and all of the chickens. And then, of course, we have to do this. See, my sound effects never work when my sound effect. I got to do something about these sound effects because it's like I hit the button and there's nothing going on. What should happen is we'd like to say hello to Timmy, Porchai, all the girls, and the chickens. See what I'm saying? And all the chickens. Oh, for gosh sakes! You know what? I'm going to get rid of these sound effects. I've had it. I'm firing my sound engineer. And we'd like to say hello to Larry and Belia in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, which, by the way, Paul and I and John at the time, we played in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Paul, we have some family in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. They actually live in that godforsaken town. It was a small, I think one of the smallest towns that we ever played. There wasn't much going on in Williamsport, I can tell you that. They have like the Little League thing there, though. That's the Williamsport, Pennsylvania's claim to fame is the Little League. That's where the Little League started and so on and so forth. All right. We'd like to say hello to Wahida. Wahida Ann, hello. You are from Southern California, 3 hours from LA. You've never heard of me before, but great music. Thank you so much, Wahida. I do greatly appreciate the compliment. And who else do we have? Do we have any newcomers? Chriselle is here, of course. And did anybody sneak in? No, I don't think so. Yeah, we've got about 17 people here. And just about everybody introduced themselves. So, very, very cool. And Corlina is here. Yes, Corlina. Corlina and Ruth, right? Did we determine if you guys were sisters or not? Did we ever determine that? I don't see anything in the chat about that. Okay. Well, whatever. We are winding things down, folks. We are coming to the end of our stream. We only have a couple of minutes left. I wanted to play one last song for you before we go. And this is from my CD From the Heart. This is called Route 66 Rock. Rockin' and a-rollin' on a Route 66 in a pink Cadillac made for highways like this. Headed for adventure in the open sky. Don't ask for no problems, honey, don't ask why. My motor is hot, the radio kicks. You're rockin' and a-rollin' on a Route 66. Cruising with the top down on Saturday night, passing by the motels and neon lights. Folks along the highway, they're happy to smile. They'll tell you jokes and stories if you stay for a while. When your motor is hot, your radio kicks. You're rockin' and a-rollin' on a Route 66. Not just a highway, not another road. It's the place of dreams, yeah, it's the mother lode. Don't try to get me on the interstate. I gotta find the old road before it's too late. People, let me tell you all about the towns. They're all out there waiting to be found. You'll find the heart of the American dream. Gotta run the road to know what I mean. When your motor's hot, your radio kicks. You're rocking and a-rolling on a Route 66. Not just a highway, not another road. It's a place of dreams, it's a mother lode. Don't try to get me on that interstate. We gotta find the old road before it's too late. Honey, let me tell you all about those towns. They're still out there waiting to be found. You'll find the heart of the American dream. Gotta run the road to know what I mean. When your motor is hot, your radio kicks. You're rocking and a-rolling on a Route 66. Rocking and a-rolling on a Route 66.
rocking and a rolling on a Route 66.
Yeah, Route 66 Rock. Yes, indeed. That is from my CD, my album called From the Heart. And if you like that music and you like the songs, some of the songs that I played here today, you can find those on my CD From the Heart. Specifically Whiskey River and Route 66 Rock. That can be found if you go to my website, markwesleycurran.com, when we welcome you to sign up for my mailing list. And next week, if you sign up for the mailing list, we'll be able to get you a free download of the new song that I'm releasing next week, that I played a little bit earlier, that is called American Dreamers. We'd like to thank everybody for being here in our stream tonight. We would especially like to say thank you to our moderator, Steven Shapiro, who was here and keeping things straight for us all evening. And we'd like to say hello to all of our guests and thank you for being here from all over the United States and from all over the world. And until we see you again next week, we say stay safe, wear your mask, be well, and we will see you next week, 5 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific time, right here on Mark's Place Live. So thank you so much. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.